Sign up to the SBR Network and use your free daily bet points to earn real-world prizes. Click on the page and start winning now.
What's happening? Welcome to SBRforum.com. In this video, we're taking a look at Game 1 between the Chicago Blackhawks and the Los Angeles Kings. Now, hard to take the Kings in this spot, you'd think, right? Kings have extended themselves back-to-back series, the full 7 games, very little rest on their part, and all of a sudden they now take on the Chicago Blackhawks, who've been off since Tuesday. Now, keep in mind that rest is one sort of side of the argument. The other side is rust as well. You take a look at the Kings, and they won Game 1 in Anaheim in the last series, and that was after they had to go 7 games with the San Jose Sharks. So it's possible that adrenaline, momentum, those things factor for the Kings. But of course, you got to remember that the Chicago Blackhawks are the reigning, defending Stanley Cup champions, and they've been off since Tuesday. So they're going to have ample rest and refreshment to be ready for Game 1 of the series. Now, taking a look at history in this matchup really doesn't favor the Kings too well. Blackhawks have won 7 of the last 8 meetings, including last year's Western Conference Final where they almost swept the Kings. They won in 5 games, really taking it to the Kings, and Los Angeles really has an issue in this series at matching the Blackhawks offense. The Kings are built around defense, but their defense and goaltending, even though it led the NHL with 2.05 goals per game allowed, the Blackhawks have scored 2.9 goals per game in the last 8 meetings. So really, Chicago not having any problems scoring here. I think that trend continues, and obviously with the odds being where they are, you got a couple options. You can take the Blackhawks on the money line, which I think is fine in game number 1. Again, I think they're rested. They match up well against the Kings. Kings just played a second consecutive 7-game series. I think puck line makes sense. I also think under is a play that makes sense here too. The Kings struggle to score against the Blackhawks, and while the Blackhawks, they're an offense that was, top 5 in the NHL this year, averaging well over 3 goals per game. They don't average that. They still score well against the Kings, but they don't average that. The Kings slow them down a little bit, down to 2.9, at least to sub 3. And I think, those two factors can lead to an under. The Kings probably going to have a tough time scoring. They scored so well against the Sharks in parts of that series, and obviously in parts of the series against the Ducks. But look at the fact that those teams had goaltending issues and didn't have the quality blue line that the Chicago Blackhawks have. I think you're going to see a lot of Duncan Keith matched up against Kopitar and Gaborik to make sure that those guys don't do any damage. And really, other than that line, the Kings really struggle to score at times, I will say at times, when that line doesn't get going. So I think under makes sense, Blackhawks puck line makes sense. Any way you cut it, I think Chicago has a 1-0 series lead after Game 1. Thanks for watching this video right here on SBRforum.com. We'll talk to you again soon.